They hurt you. They walked away from you. And somewhere in the middle of that pain, you whispered to yourself, "Why was I allowed to go through this? Why did life let them break me like that?" But what if that pain wasn't sent to destroy you? What if it was sent to uncover a strength you didn't know you had? Because sometimes, before life restores your peace, it reveals what disturbed it. Before you rise, you're shown what tried to bury you. Before you become who you're meant to be, you're shown who was never meant to go with you. You see, when life allows the breaking, it isn't to make you suffer, it's to make you see. To see who was truly loyal. To see who loved the comfort of your light, but couldn't handle the weight of your shadows. To see who was meant to grow with you, and who was only meant to teach you. Growth isn't gentle. Growth isn't silent. Growth often begins with the very moment your heart cracks open. And yes, the breaking hurts. It cuts deep. But breaking isn't a punishment. It's preparation. Preparation for the next version of you. Preparation for a stronger mind, a clearer spirit, and a wiser heart. Preparation for a life where you no longer settle for people who only loved the easy parts of you. Life didn't let them hurt you to weaken you. Life let them hurt you to awaken you.
There are moments in life when the people you trusted most become the source of your deepest wounds. The ones you believed would protect your heart become the ones who fracture it. And you sit there, staring at the ceiling in the quiet hours of the night, wondering why life allowed this kind of pain to touch you. The betrayal, the rejection, the sudden distance, the abandonment you never expected. It all feels like too much for one human spirit to carry. What you don't see in those moments of breaking is the invisible shift happening within you. Because sometimes life doesn't remove people to punish you. It removes them to reposition you. Sometimes you're not being broken, you're being rebuilt. And the hurt they caused wasn't sent to destroy you, but to reveal what needed to rise inside you. Every painful goodbye exposes something deeper. You begin to see who truly values you and who only valued what you offered. You begin to notice who stood with you in love and who stood with you in convenience. And every time someone walks away, it teaches you something about your worth that comfort never could.
Pain is not wasted. It becomes a mirror. It shows you all the places within you that still depend on the wrong sources for validation, belonging, and identity. When the wrong people fall away, something powerful happens. The noise that blinded you begins to quiet, and for the first time, you can hear the truth. Your strength was never tied to who left. It was tied to who you were becoming. Life will sometimes allow certain people to hurt you, because without that hurt, you would have stayed where you didn't belong. You would have continued shrinking to make others comfortable. You would have continued giving parts of yourself to people who only took. You would have continued dimming your own worth just to keep the peace. So the pain becomes the push. The betrayal becomes the awakening. The silence becomes the doorway to clarity. You begin to realize that not every loss is a loss. Sometimes it's a rescue. Sometimes the people who walked away were removed so you could finally meet the version of you that was buried under compromise. Every time they hurt you, it peeled back another layer of strength you forgot you had. Life has a way of using heartbreak to cleanse your path. It removes the ones who cannot travel with the future version of you, the version of you who sets boundaries, the version of you who doesn't settle, the version of you who knows their worth without needing anyone else to confirm it. And it's strange, the same pain that made you collapse is the pain that will eventually make you rise. Because inside every wound is a lesson, a transformation waiting to unfold. What feels like personal attack is often divine protection. What feels like abandonment is often preparation. What feels like the end is often the beginning of strength you are only now learning to access. Life is not being cruel. Life is clearing the way. Life is shaping you for the chapter that requires a stronger, wiser, more grounded version of you.
So yes, they hurt you, but the hurt became the catalyst. The hurt exposed illusions. The hurt purified your circle. The hurt rerouted your destiny. You weren't being punished, you're being prepared. And the same pain that once made you question everything will become the reason you rise with clarity, power, and peace. There comes a point in your pain where you start seeing the pattern. Every time someone betrayed you, your awareness sharpened. Every time someone lied to you, your discernment grew. Every time someone abandoned you, your self-reliance deepened. Nothing was random. You weren't being targeted. You were being trained. Not everyone who hurt you was an enemy. Some were teachers. Not everyone who walked away was disloyal. Some had reached the end of the purpose they were meant to serve in your life. Even the ones who disappointed you carried lessons your soul needed to advance. Life has a way of using discomfort to stretch you. It uses heartbreak to toughen your spirit. It uses disappointment to sharpen your wisdom. It uses betrayal to break your dependence on fragile things. Without the pain, you wouldn't have grown in the ways you needed to. You wouldn't have learned how to protect your energy. You wouldn't have learned how to read people's intentions instead of their words. You wouldn't have learned that love is not proven in promises, but in consistency. The hurt carved depth into you. Depth that surface-level experiences could never create.
And somewhere in the middle of all that pain, you discovered something extraordinary: your resilience. The kind of resilience that doesn't come from easy seasons, but from surviving storms you didn't think you'd make it through. You learned to rise without applause. You learned to heal without closure. You learned to grow without support. You learned to move forward even when your heart was still bleeding. That is strength, real strength. The kind of strength people admire in you now, but don't realize was born from nights where you cried silently into your pillow and still got up the next day. But here's the deeper truth. Life allowed the hurt because the person you were before the pain could not carry the future you are destined for. The future requires wisdom, courage, discernment, emotional boundaries, and the ability to stand alone without breaking. And the only way to develop those qualities was through experiences that forced you to discover them. Life doesn't always protect you from pain. It often uses pain to protect you from the wrong future. Think about it. If that person never betrayed you, you would have trusted them in places they weren't meant to follow. If that relationship never ended, you would have invested your heart in someone incapable of honoring it. If those people never walked away, you would have built a life around them, only to be destroyed later. The breakup, the betrayal, the rejection, it was all prevention disguised as heartbreak. Life was removing what could not go with you into your next level. And in that removal, something powerful happens. You start rewriting your identity. No longer defined by who hurt you, but by who you became despite the hurt. No longer shaped by what you lost, but by what you gained through the loss. Life didn't let them hurt you to weaken you. It let them hurt you to wake you. Wake you to your value. Wake you to your purpose. Wake you to your potential. Wake you to the truth that you were always stronger than your circumstances made you feel. Pain becomes the doorway, but you become the one who walks through it.
Healing doesn't start when the pain ends. Healing starts when you decide you're done letting the pain control you. There's a moment, a quiet, powerful moment, when the heartbreak no longer defines your identity, when the memory no longer drains your energy, when the hurt no longer dictates how you love, trust, or move through the world. You don't forget what happened, you simply transcend it. The wound becomes wisdom, the struggle becomes strength, the pain becomes purpose. You begin to understand something profound. Life never meant for the hurt to stay lodged inside you. It meant for the hurt to open you,
soften you, deepen you. The very thing that once broke you becomes the thing that frees you. Forgiveness enters, not as acceptance of what happened, but as release. Release of the weight, release of the anger, release of the emotional chains that kept you tied to someone who no longer deserves space in your spirit. Forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness is for your peace. Because the moment you release what broke you, you reclaim the power it once held over you. You cut the cord between your past and your future. You stop giving yesterday permission to dictate tomorrow. And then comes the peace. The kind of peace that doesn't come from answers, but from acceptance. The kind of peace that doesn't come from understanding, but from surrender. The kind of peace that doesn't make sense to anyone else because it wasn't built through logic. It was built through survival. When you reach this peace, something shifts inside you. You realize the pain didn't destroy you, it developed you. You realize the heartbreak didn't weaken you, it awakened you. You realize the betrayal didn't end you, it redirected you. Your story was never derailed, it was rerouted. Your spirit was never abandoned, it was refined. Your life was never shattered, it was reshaped. The hurt that once made you crumble now becomes the foundation you stand on. You carry scars, yes, but they are not symbols of trauma. They are symbols of triumph. They are reminders that you walked through fire and came out with wisdom instead of bitterness. And now, you become the example, the living testimony that pain can be transformed, that wounds can become wisdom, that endings can lead to empowerment. Someone out there will one day look at you and say, if they survive that, I know I can survive what I'm facing. Your healing becomes hope for someone else's journey.
This is why life allowed the hurt, not to break you, but to build you into someone capable of guiding others. Someone who carries light because they've known darkness. Someone who carries compassion because they've known suffering. Someone who carries strength because they've known struggle. You were never meant to stay broken. You were meant to rise, to evolve, to transcend. Life let them hurt you because that pain was the turning point. The moment where the old version of you fell away and the stronger, wiser, more grounded version emerged. You didn't just survive the hurt, you transformed because of it. And now, when you look back, you won't say, "Why did they hurt me?" You'll say, "Thank you for the strength I found because they did."
So lift your head, steady your breath, and remember this. If you're still here, it means the pain didn't win. You walked through storms that were supposed to break you, endured losses that could have shattered your spirit, but you're still standing. And that means life isn't done with you yet. There is more strength inside you to unlock, more healing waiting to rise, more purpose ready to unfold. If you're ready to stop carrying what wounded you, if you're ready to turn your hurt into growth, if you're ready to step into the version of yourself that pain was prepared for, type "I am ready" in the comments. Not as a performance, not as a slogan, but as a declaration that you are choosing evolution over bitterness, clarity over confusion, peace over chaos. Your story is not ending in heartbreak. It's becoming the chapter where your strength finally becomes visible. And one day, someone will look at your journey, your resilience, your healing, your transformation, and they'll believe they can rise too. Because your scars won't just tell people what hurt you. They'll tell people what healed you.
Thank you for watching this video.